Good morning, fourth graders. Today is Tuesday, January 26th. This is your science video for today. And today we're kind of switching gears. So we've been focusing on plant structures and functions over the past couple days. Today we're going to be looking at animal adaptations. Okay, so we're going to watch actually two videos today. One of them is a Study Gems video that you can see that is on the screen here. And then we're going to also watch a song too that's going to kind of help you remember what animal adaptations are in general. Okay, so we'll start off with this first video. I might pause it and talk to you all in the middle of it at some point, but I'm going to make my screen big here and we'll get started with this video.
Look at all these butterflies. I've never seen this many at once. Yeah, there've been a ton of them lately. Must be the time of year that they migrate. Zoe, butterflies don't migrate. Monarch butterflies do. Really? Why? Well, migration is an adaptation for monarch butterflies. An adaptation is a change a living thing goes through, so it fits better with its environment. But I thought adaptations were physical. Well, some adaptations are physical, but others are behavioral. Physical adaptations happen when organisms gradually develop physical characteristics that help them survive. The bright orange color of these butterflies is a physical adaptation. The bright color warns predators that the butterfly is poisonous to eat. Colors can make snapping a pick pretty difficult too. When colors help an animal blend into its surroundings, they're called camouflage. Camouflage is a physical adaptation that allows an animal to hide from its enemies or from its prey. Tiger stripes are camouflage. So is the color of a deer. What about chameleons? They can actually change colors. Yep, that's a great example. So is color the only physical adaptation? No way. Lots of physical traits are adaptations, like lungs and limbs in amphibians. How else would they survive on land? Well, millions of years ago, amphibians were underwater animals. The lungs and limbs they have today are adaptations that happened over a very long time. As their environment changed, they were forced to adapt. When organisms pass on important traits that help them survive to the next generation, it's called natural selection. The needed traits are selected and passed on, and other traits that aren't needed gradually disappear over time. Cool. So, if those are all physical adaptations, what are adaptations like migration called? Oh yeah, adaptations like migration are called inherited behaviors or instinct. Inherited behaviors are actions, things organisms do to...
I'm going to stop right there and just kind of explain what they're saying here. So far, we have two types of adaptations, right? We have physical adaptations. Those are actual structures on an animal's body that serve a specific purpose that help them survive in their given environment, right? So, like they gave an example of lungs and limbs on amphibians that help them survive on land as well as in water. They have adaptations to help them survive in water too. Another physical adaptation where they said was camouflage, right? So some animals have camouflage on their skin, or their skin is colored a certain way to help them survive in their environment, right? Chameleons can change color of their skin. Some butterflies have patterns on their wings to help them blend in with their environment. And then also that we have a second type of adaptation, which is called a behavioral adaptation. Now they're saying it's called an instinct or inherited behavior. We'll just call them a behavioral adaptation just to kind of keep it simple, right? So those are behaviors that are inherited down from generation to generation, that instincts that help animals survive in their environment as well, right? Migration is one of those types of adaptations, right? So birds or butterflies can migrate to different areas to help them survive during different seasons. So how an animal acts is an inherited behavior, is a behavioral adaptation, and then structures on their bodies, parts of their bodies, are physical adaptations that help them survive in their environment.
Maximize their survival. The butterflies migrate to survive? Yep. Butterflies migrate to warmer climates where they can survive and find more food. Birds migrate too. Even some kinds of fish, like salmon, migrate. Are there other inherited behaviors? Yeah, hibernation is an inherited behavior. So is playing dead. Playing dead? That's right. Animals like the possum play dead to protect themselves when a predator is near. They freeze. Freeze! Wow, great pick. Yep, thanks. I think I get adaptations now too. Organisms improve their chances of survival in certain conditions through adaptations. Some adaptations are physical, and some are behavioral. Adaptation doesn't happen overnight. It takes many generations to occur. Through natural selection, organisms pass down the traits that increase survival to future generations, while less useful traits aren't passed on and eventually disappear. Nice work, Mia. You rocked that. Thanks. All it took was a little focus.
All right, so that was our first video, kind of an overview of what adaptations are, both physical adaptations, the actual structures on an animal's body, and then behavioral adaptations, how the animal acts in order to survive. The second video we're going to watch is a cool song I think you guys are really going to like about adaptations. Now, it's important that you're going to pay attention to this song because your classroom exit slip today is going to have to do with it. So listen carefully, watch carefully as we play this song.
Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location. Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location.
Big pads on my feet, better traction than a Jeep, and another on my chest so I can rest on the sizzling sands that ride like a pan across the Sahara in my caravan. I'm the legendary dromedary, 400 pounds on my back in the desert I carry. Nothing to drink until the next oasis. Water is precious, so we never waste it.
Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location. Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location.
Not a drop of rain, it's every extra dry, but I never get a grain of sand in my eye. If the wind blows gyro, sand tornadoes, I got better lids kid than J-Lo. Long and thick with a double lash, close and fast, built to last. In the hump on my back, got an extra tank like a Savers Bank, packed with fat. The hump on my back is packed with fat. The hump on my back is packed with fat. The hump on my back is packed with fat. Won't say it again, cause you know all that. Thick lips, eat sticks and bone. Thorny scrubs that others leave alone. Sometimes sip for the salty brine, cause the H2O is hard to find. My shaggy fur insulates, my body temps regulate, so I don't sweat and dehydrate. Live another day to procreate.
Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location. Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location. Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location. Adaptation, changes in the body to fit a location.
All right. That was a pretty cool video. That kind of is a little catchy. That can help you understand and remember what an adaptation is. Now, that video is specifically focused on a camel and its adaptations. Okay, so your exit slip today is going to be very simple. I want you to go into Google Classroom and answer this question. I want you to write 3 camel adaptations to help it survive in the desert. Now, if you need to go back and rewatch that part to kind of help you remember what some of those camel adaptations are, that's fine. But give me complete sentences, okay, and write down 3 camel adaptations. What physical adaptations does it have to help it survive in the desert? Okay, that's it for today. Go ahead and answer that Google Classroom exit slip question, and we'll see you in a little bit for math. Hope you have an awesome rest of the day. See you guys later.